Welcome back to another mini adventure. Today's episode is slightly different. And the reason today's episode is different is because when I started these videos, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks ago, I had no idea the impact they were going to have on the world around me. No idea they were going to pull my future into the now, which is what has happened on a scale that I just had no idea would happen. It's as if I've jumped forward in time 3, 4, 5, 6 months. So today's video is, yeah, it's a mini adventure, but it's more of a celebration for the power of self-discovery. How when you find that thing and you express that thing in a way that matches who you are, like deep inside of yourself, it changes the world around you. Knowing who you are, knowing what you want, understanding yourself. Now this idea of seeing the same land through different eyes is just more than I ever could have imagined. And I'm hoping just making these videos, you watching me and listening to my voice, you can get inside of who you are and take on a bit more of the world, because that's the kind of stuff that can happen when you express your innermost version of who you are. I don't know if that's the right word, but it changes things around you. The world becomes very different. If you look back at these old videos from only literally weeks ago, it was a different story. You know, 2 months ago I didn't know what this business service was. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't really understand the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And doing this self-discovery show has just, it's pulled it all into the now. And I just can't wait for the future to unfold. Let's find the path, shall we? And today's video again is around this theme of seeing the same land with different eyes. And this is from the French novelist Marcel Proust. The true voyage isn't to travel 100 lands with the same pair of eyes. The true voyage is to see the same land with 100 different pair of eyes. This is why I'm on an adventure, to explore psychological change, to get outside of who I am and become a different version of myself. You know, once you become familiar with this stuff, once you become familiar with the power of self-discovery and becoming your full self and alleviating what's inside, it just changes everything, because you know where you're going, you know who you are, you know what you can and can't do, you understand how you work. And you might not have a clue what I'm talking about. This might not make any sense, but in terms of self-discovery, so tonight before you go to bed, after you watch this video and give it a like, I want you to request something of your subconscious. It was Thomas Edison who said never go to bed without requesting your subconscious. So tonight, your phone, get out a piece of paper, think something, dear subconscious, how do I create the life I want? How do I love more? How do I let go? How do I do something? And hopefully, after watching this video, you have some kind of a vivid dream, something. You'll dream about something. If you want to Google it in the morning, find out more about what it means, what it is, okay, that's great. And then just keep, this is how you get inside of who you are. This is how you challenge your unconscious. 85% of us is below the surface. 85. And if you just keep doing this, if you keep requesting your subconscious, keep writing your journal, self-reflective questions, trying to find out who you are, over time it becomes more where you are. Where are you in yourself? Where are you in where you want to be? And how do you get there? Because that's ultimately what you're looking for. You're looking for answers, the things you have to face, the things you might have ignored, the things you might run away from, to help you become your full self. The title of this video, Know Your Enemy, Know Yourself. If you're in business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a manager or a leader or even a YouTuber, knowing yourself is just this advantage you have over life, because you can see people coming, you can understand who they are, you can strategize around their intentions, you can get a full sense of where they're going, then you can navigate what they're doing and you can get to where you want to be. Maybe you go in different directions, maybe you can compete. You will find those answers inside. the answers of who you are and how you work and how you're different to everyone. And knowing who you are changes everything. The ability to walk in the same lands with different eyes, which is part of the reason I'm at this location, which I'll get to in a minute, but right now I'm just knowing your enemy and knowing yourself is something special. It is like you have this bond with the world around you. Now I'm somebody that was never like this. I've had to learn a lot about myself. I've had to ride the trauma storm to be able to make this video and do the self-discovery show and get this business deliverable right and help other people along the way. And it's, you know, part of the reason I'm making this video and I'm working on this business is because I want to be back at the beginning. I want to be on that journey again. The hero's journey, taking your identity back from the world. It's incredible. There's nothing quite like it. It's the stuff that stories are written about. It's the stuff you tell your grandkids about. It's the stuff dreams are made of. I'm almost at the top of the hill. I'm here to see this tower, a place I used to come when I was a kid. Somewhere I've been many, many times before. And this last bit might be a bit deep, but this is the self-discovery show, and I have to say this sort of stuff, but when you can reconnect with the energy that's inside of you that you've been detached from, you know, sometimes I do this going on a long walk, sometimes I find this through self-reflection, sometimes through music, sometimes through very difficult emotions, sometimes through positive emotions, like today, just finding that new part of who you are, recreating yourself. It's just so real. And in just what, 5 weeks making these videos, it's just helped me to reconcile with myself, know who I am, where I'm going. And you know, one of the big celebrations is my actual professional service, helping companies find out who they are. Like, I have the deliverables, I have how it all works and how it fits together. I could start doing it like tomorrow. And this is something that no other consultancy has quite conceived, this idea of helping companies find out who they are by changing their identity through transformation infrastructure, which is what Change Machine is all about. It's about the collective becoming different through self-discovery, through getting inside of yourself, challenging what you see, seeing the same land through different eyes, and ultimately changing your perception. Now, once a business knows who it is, it just becomes unstoppable. And just the last thing, as I walk up this hill, I spent a long time of my early life not understanding how relationships form, not being able to get to know other people. So this journey I'm on is quite new for me as well, having this real, like, professional and manner of who I am. Like, knowing who I am is quite new. Like, I haven't spent years in consulting or doing great things. Things have been very, very challenging. And just the last thing I have to say is I'm in two minds about the first stage of this. I'm either going to be a YouTuber first and do that, or I'm going for something like Leadership Consulting Firm of the Year. Once one of those two things are complete, stay tuned for more.